Boom! What's up, guys? It's time to talk about my favorite crypto project, or one of my favorites, Cardano. We're going to start with a good bit of technical analysis. Going to look at a few lines, going to look at a few candlestick patterns. Then we'll touch on a little bit of the news and finish off with a neat little blurb from the Chief Technical Officer. I thought it was kind of cool. So stick around, check it out. Alrighty, guys, we're sitting here at the market rank of 5. Tether has recently had a lot of market cap added to it as people are storing a lot of their currency in a stable coin such as Tether. And damn, we are getting close to Binance in market cap. We are at a 56.1 billion market cap. They're at a 57.5 billion. I think we're going to catch up to Binance coin and flip it here pretty soon. So that's exciting. But yeah, up 35% in the last 7 days, about 16, we've been bouncing between 16 to 20% in the last 24 hours. Let's look at the chart. All right, so we're looking at the daily here. So first thing I want us to focus on, let's look at the last 4 candles because they're all pretty damn bullish. We started out here with this reversed hammer candle. We see the longer wick on the bottom. That's a reverse hammer indicating a change in direction, which it followed. The next day, we have an engulfing candle. This is a candle that engulfs the whole price fluctuations, the open and the close of the previous day. The next day, we have a spinning top candle. We see large wicks. We had the price fluctuating throughout the day to highs of $1.63 and to lows of $1.43. And the open and close were pretty damn close to each other. That's another bullish indicator. And then the third candle, well, we've got 3 candles in a row with the tops increasing each time. That's a 3 green candle in a row. That's also a good sign. So looking at the last 4 candles, they all look pretty bullish. So that's great news. Now let's take a look at a couple lines. So first off, this line that we're breaking right here is the moving average 20 period, so the 20-day moving average, and we are just breaking through it. That is a great sign. You can see a lot of the time it's treated as a level of support behind another rally. So if we break through this moving average line, we could see ourselves being propelled up further. Now, another moving average line I've got shown here is this lighter colored one. This is the 100-day moving average, 100-period moving average. And right now, you can see it's being treated as a bit of a level of support. It was partially treated as a level of support behind the last large rally that went from $1 up to $2.40. So that is another great sign. On to the next. So another line that's interesting to look at is this line right here. Please hit the like button down there if you can. Look at this line right here. We had multiple candles at this line during the last rally, right around that $1.75. We consistently closed and then opened and then closed and then opened at that $1.75 value. And right now, we are right at that value. We're sticking close to that closing value for the last 24 hours. Now, that period's not over yet, but if we break through this line here, it's a pretty common resistance line here that, man, it sure, big engulfing candle launched through that line last time back in the beginning of May. So that's pretty exciting. If we saw the same thing happen here, history repeats itself, there's another good sign. So we've looked at the daily pretty closely now for the past month. Let's just first zoom out a tiny bit. Take a look at this resistance line from further back in February till now. This line is showing, look at, we hit resistance On this little rise right here, $1.33, and then increased resistance $1.38, increased resistance $1.48. Of course, then we broke through it here with this candle and rallied on upwards. Well, right now we're breaking through it. Very similar spot on the break on this candle too, if you'll notice. That's exciting and another great sign technically. So let's zoom in a little bit now. Alrighty, we're zoomed in a little bit more now. Here's that peak that we had just over 10 days ago, where we went all the way up to 244. Now, if we take a look at the line that we had going down, pardon me, this is the kind of line that we took going down. If you'll notice, just within the last day or two, we've broken this line. We broke this downward slope and started moving upwards. So that's a good sign. Another good sign here. Interestingly enough, here on the 4 hour, taking a look at the blue here, the moving average 20 period, we definitely used it as a line of support here yesterday as we continued our rally upwards. We kind of took a step on it, just like we're walking up the stairs, and headed on upwards. And then looking at the 100 period moving average, we're breaking it right now, which is exciting. Another line that we're breaking right now is this fairly common line of resistance coming across back in earlier May. Let's see here. Let me get it on the actual open and close there. And if we look here, we've had the price fluctuating and breaking that line of about $1.79 or so. So that's also pretty exciting. Breaking through this line like we did here seems to trigger up another movement. So everything I'm looking at obviously has been bullish. You know where my bias lies with this coin, but crypto is volatile. Any sort of bit of news, Bitcoin going down again, China, Musk, environmental proof of work, which isn't even related to Cardano as a proof of stake, but still because it's the crypto space can bring it down. So just a heads up, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just educational content. We're just looking through some charts and trying to provide some information for you. But let's jump into that little bit of news here. We'll just fly through a couple articles real quick. Strategic partners pave way for Plutus smart contracts. This was 15, 20 days ago, but it's neat to see that Plutus, that smart contract infrastructure that's being set up on Cardano, there's had a bunch of programmers, about 1,500, and I believe it could be actually up to 2,000 more recently is what I heard, have been learning this software and writing smart contracts and how to build decentralized applications on the network. So really exciting. Another interesting thing, not news, but just some research. Google Trends can show you some interesting data. So this is the interest for Cardano over time. You can see May 15th, 16th, when Cardano was hitting its all-time high, the Google search traffic for Cardano was hitting its all-time high, of course. But what I was wanting to point out here is the amount of interest by region. Look at how much interest is in the Netherlands, going in through Cyprus, Slovenia, Luxembourg, Switzerland. Where is the U.S.? Where's Canada? If we keep going, Canada is number 15 coming in before the U.S. The U.S. isn't on here until 21. So there's 20 countries in front of the U.S. that are more interested in Cardano. Just kind of an interesting little side note. Don't forget to subscribe, eh? This is just a neat little video showing kind of how they've changed their peer-to-peer consensus network. You can kind of see how they've moved to fully decentralized. Whereas before, so they're giving more power to the people, and they've been moving towards that, which is pretty neat. I did like this tweet that Charles Hoskinson had over proof of stake system. He says here, you can move your server deployment anywhere in the world via the command line. I wish the Chinese miners the best of luck relocating all their extensive mining equipment somewhere else. And you can see this picture with all these racks and Bitcoin mining setup that they have there in China. It's kind of like a little poke at proof of work being not as environmentally friendly or as easy to move around compared to proof of stake. The IOHK Input Output Hong Kong Media Twitter page alerted me to this interview, which I thought was really interesting, and it had a really neat little blurb by the CTO at the very end that I just thought I would just play for you. And the whole interview is great, and I'll pin it right here, right now, so you can click it and check it out if you'd like to. But the last things he said regarding investing in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is pretty interesting, and he's a smart guy.
So I look at blockchain like the disruptive technology or the technology of tomorrow to remove intermediaries, lower the cost of transacting worldwide, and giving a chance to anyone on the planet. I don't look at cryptocurrencies as a speculative vehicle.
I see.
He says he doesn't look at cryptocurrency as a speculative investment. So, and he may be biased obviously as well, but really awesome the things moving forward here in technology with blockchain. And I think Cardano is a bit of a not as well known project that has huge potential. Not a financial advisor, but keep doing your research on it. I hope this helped. I hope you like. I hope you subscribe and follow me along for the journey. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.